The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams. Down just inside the 25 on the return. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be let out by the first.
At Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion, and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Young working from the gun. Finds Sanders. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Sending a receiver left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Out of the gun, Young. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch.
The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap now to Young. This is Legant working the left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
They're going to throw first play with Mayfield. And his first pass falls incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Baker. That's complete, Mike Evans. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and short, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one, gain 7. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On the give, this is Irving. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot.
Great opening drive continues. First and 10 at the 33. Here's the give to Irving. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 27. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
That's caught for the first. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hubbard again. He breaks the tackle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Now it's Young. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Sam Martin on now to punt it away on fourth. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. One of the tight ends motioning left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield finds him over the middle. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Space past the 35. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Irving on the inside give. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Once again, Irving. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Young throwing here. That's complete to Leggett. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Young. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking to throw, Young. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. No return on that punt. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motion man left is Johnson. First down, here's Baker. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Irving here from the gun. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Panthers and this running back headed back out for a new series. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Young up 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. Young working from the gun. Got it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that. If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Sam Martin again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Tackle back at the 30-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers need some big yards in a hurry. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Riley Dixon on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Panthers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They run again with Hubbard. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Carolina in punt formation. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Mayfield on 1st and 10. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Throwing again is Baker. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. Looks like he stayed in as well. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Baker now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes.
Holding. Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now we'll keep it in state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman.
But first,
he's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Championship game held earlier today, and it's the Buffalo Bills who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's send it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Mayfield. Irving hauls it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. That one's incomplete over the middle. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Carry here for Irving. Along the sideline past midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right side. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got his target. It's Otten. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Baker now off the play fake. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to third down. Throwing, Baker. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers set to take the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Play action now, Young. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Young. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
He's on the move. He's running for it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Down, Young. That's complete till he gets. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. He finds Sanders. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. First down from the red zone. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On 2nd and 10, Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get it positioned to swat it away. That is well done.
Prater puts it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Going with Irvin here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. McMillan hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the 46. Legette's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the fourth quarter. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Now Young. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Receiver in motion going left. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hubbard hauls it in.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll throw it again. Flush down out to his left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And he drives this forward to the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll try with Hubbard. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line.
No see waving in this spot because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Buys time, roll. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He'll start from the 39. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Young up 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running right, here's Hubbard. And they take him down right along the 30. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. He's got him, that's McMillan. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's cut left side by Mitchell. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only gets this one down to the 9. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. He's back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. We're running it after the penalty, and the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Panthers holding on to a field goal lead. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying it again with Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 9-point advantage. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Right, ready to send this one away. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Mayfield on 1st and 10. This one finds Irving. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Baker throwing again. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing now. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late on to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hubbard again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Hubbard quick on the draw. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.